and bowl slightly slower, it will be off assistance. So looking at the wicket, there's nothing on the danger area, which means the girls have been bowling well. Maybe, of course, less, spikes. So there's very, very little damage on the line of the stump to start danger area. So yes, we're looking at a game that will produce runs. Yes, this is the wicket that until now, yes, the highest batter yes got runs from here, from Botswana, called Pelo. She scored 61 runs from 59 balls. So it shows that the wicket is true. If you stay in and if you get your singles and you look to accelerate at the end, there's tons and tons and tons of runs. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the wicket for today, and we're looking forward for a very good game. Thank you very much, and let's see who, of course, win the toss. Whoever wins, they have to make a good choice, and they have to play long. The batter, if you stay in, don't get out. It gets easy. Every new batter has got to adjust on this wicket. Is Uganda playing here for the first time? It might be a gamble on how they want to go about it. But I guess, experienced enough to see that, they make a good choice if they win the toss. Even the Tanzanians, yes, if you look at their bowling suits this wicket. Yes, they are slow bowlers. They are bowlers who change a lot of pace. So actually it will be a good battle between ball and bat. Looking at who will compete better, and good luck for the two teams of East African continent. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
have Tanzania against Uganda, and later in the afternoon, we shall have Botswana up there at Gahanga. We also have two games up there, and it will be Germany and Brazil, the new teams on the block, and Rwanda and Kenya later in the afternoon. Yeah. Check, check, check. Check, check. And our game one, and has won the toss, and they chose to. Captain, you wanna say it yourself?
They are batting first.
All right, yeah. So they are batting first. Captain Konsi and Fatuma, do you have a minute or less? Fatuma? Yeah, I will start with the away captain, which is Konsi. And she's here. So Konsi, good. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm fine.
All right, so this is your third game, and so far you've won one, lost one. So you've leveled so far. So you're going to face a team that has won the previous two games. And what's your take in this? How are you ready?
Youth use the best of the abilities I have within my team. I have good batsmen, good bowlers, so I believe when we come together, we shall win the day.
All right. Last question. Is it the new team you're using or it's the same team as yet?
The youth team.
All right. DJ, the microphone is on and off. I don't know whether that works in our favor or your favor. All right. Thank you, Konsi, and best of luck. Captain Fatuma. Is it you who's shy or the mic is shy? Or the winning? All right. Captain Fatuma, first of all, congratulations for your first 2 wins. You've won 2 games previously, day 1, day 2. Today is day 3, and you are going to encounter Uganda. So how ready are you today?
Thank you. Leo nipo vizuri kupambana na Uganda. So nipo tayari kuwa mshindi.
Okay. As I'm being told, I have to speak slowly so that you can respond slowly as well in your language. So, is it the same team you're using, or is the new team? There's a difference? Or tell us, shed more light.
Hamna tofauti. Timu iko vizuri na mimi pia niko vizuri.
All right, fair enough. Best of luck. Yeah, cheers. Both teams just get ready. In the next 17 minutes, we shall have the national anthems. And the first ball is a ball in 26 minutes. Let's keep time. Thank you.
Just give me plantain. Bangamba paka soda, bangamba paka tuna, bangamba baby woman. Wema kunjagala manyo kukawa, wagale ni zibala na kubala. Watano mukono musuza kunana. Na wachala kene sibaganya kuwaya, engedi je kuwana simanyi na kumanya. Oh Lord of mercy, yes. Buno bulungi bwa mwana fire, zagala fula chifeya fire. Ogwo muzanyo teguba faya. Wanji n'amasogo gampita, kitaga chetu sifala. Wanji newe manelyo kola, bireka wontuke joba. Wanji n'amasogo gampita, kitaga chetu sifala. Wanji newe badija kuba, wesikula basibala. Kubanjala busikusonyiwa, nyongera kukaluba. Wemba tibala muyeze kwe muti, mugwe pena balira. Jangu wawana jaga jangu, ninataka tuwe pamoja. Jangu uoniza hatari denja. Jangu kipa wa matwale renja. Saba kuliako sandi wao, kama tonera musanji wao. Daweza have to fall in love. Tani chicho. Wanji na masogo gampita, kitaga chetu kiswala. Wanji newe manelyo kola, bireka wontuke joba. Wanji na masogo gampita, kitaga chetu kiswala. Wanji newe badija kuba, wesikula basibala. Wagale miru zibala na kubala, watano mukono gonsuza kunala. Na wachala kene sibaganya kuwaya, engedi je kuwana simanyi na kumanya. Oh Lord of mercy, yes. Buno bulungi bwa mwana fire, zagala fula chifeya fire. Ogwo muzanyo teguba fire, bangamba bapaka soda, bangamba bapaka tuna, bangamba baby woman, wema kunjagala. Wanji na masogo gampita, kitaga chetu sifala. Wanji newe manelyo kola, bireka wontuke joba. Wanji na masogo gampita, kitaga chetu sifala. Wanji newe badija kuba, wesikula basibala.
Dear team, that is Captain Fatuma and the group, and Captain Konsi and the group. We need to get as close as possible to the flags, as we are 8 minutes away to sing the national anthems and I'm told we have to face the flags. So kindly start your lining up here, and then you can either take pictures or you get ready for the national anthems, one of the two, and then we are good to go. Thanks, sir. Today, the officials are on field. We have Gaston Ibizi and John Trust, and their third umpire is the one and only Vicky Prajapati. I can see the teams are walking towards the flags. I hope we keep time as we sing, as we walk, as we bowl, as we bat. Let's keep time. Either way, we can't imitate time, but we can only do what it does. We keep going. I can also see George is getting close. Get a clearer click of both teams. Yeah, so today we are day 3 for the tournament, Kwibuka Women T20 tournament. Yeah, and today is 11th of June, same as yesterday. As when time comes. Good morning again. We are very close to the anthem singing, and we shall be live. We shall be live on the commentary box. From the commentary box, it will be me, myself, and I, Romeo Romari, alongside the former national team player and captain Boba. as far as this tournament is concerned, we always have that moment of silence ahead of the game. And the moment of silence only signifies the commemoration of the many lives that we lost, of our friends, families, extended families. And it's been 20 years, 28 years commemorating, and it happened back in 1994 when the genocide against the Tutsi took place. And live here where we are, a lot of lives were lost from here, the very place where we are. So we need to respect that, and may they keep resting well. So we shall have that moment of silence in a minute, and then we start the national anthems as always. So I will call that, and yeah, we're supposed to respect that and we cherish that as well. It's a memory that is never to go, always to stay. All right. Now we can have the moment of silence. Thank you. All right. Thank you, teams. Thank you, umpires, coaching staff, scorers, photographers, everyone around. May we enjoy the cricket game. Mr. DJ, can we start with the away team? That is Uganda. Uganda national anthem. Thank you, DJ.
Morning.
It's not supposed to be this big because somewhere it's like 1 kilo somewhere. Do you know what time it is?
Good morning, everyone. Everyone watching. We are live here at IPRC, where Uganda is taking on Tanzania. Let me read you the team list from Uganda. Konsi Aweko, the captain. Janet Mbabazi, Kevin Awino, Naomi Kayondo, Leona Babidie, Rita Musamali, Gloria Obuko, Evelyn Anyipo, Patricia Malimikia, Sarah Akiteng, Fiona Kulume, and the 12th man, Shakira Sadiq. Tanzania, Fatuma Kibasu, the captain, Nasra Saidi, the vice captain, Hadau Mrisho, Shutau Muhammad, the wicketkeeper, Paris Kamunya, Zinaidi Jeremiah, Saum Mtaye, Sofia Jerome, Agnes Kwele, Mwanaidi Swedi, Tatu Shabani, and the 12th man, Tabu Saidi. Uganda won the toss and chose to bat. I'm here in the commentary box with Romeo Romari Ngabo and Martin Tsuji. The opening batter is Kevin Awino. She's going to face the first ball. Straight away down the leg. Nasra, the vice captain, she's bowling the first over. Right on the money, well defended, straight to covers. Good bowling there from Nasra. Short ball pulled away to fine leg for a boundary. Good start there from Kevin. Reminding everyone watching, the last time these two played each other, Tanzania beat Uganda. Well defended there by Kevin. Good comeback there by Nasra. In the air, but safe. A little bit of shape there from Nasra. Good over. to start. Only 4 runs in the first over. Gloria facing from Niboye N. Paris coming in to ball the second over. Welcome. Good bowling there from Paris. Full ball there, driven. That's a lovely shot there. Through mid-off for a boundary. You can see the intent from the batters. Trying to use the power play. Trying to get as much runs as possible in this power play. Cut away through covers, but there's a field deep there. Good field setting by Fatuma, the captain from Tanzania. Well played there by Kevin. Good fielding. Very quick in the field from the Tanzanians. Not giving away easy singles. Good bowling there by Paris. Another good ball there. That brings us to the end of the second over. 9 runs for no wicket.
महारती जी पैंट अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे।
इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम
फौरन कैसे जाएंगे?
Nasra is trying to ball a
असली
second over.
अखाड़ा
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Oh, that kept very low. This is going to be an interesting game. Uganda coming in here after losing a very close game to Kenya yesterday. And Tanzania playing their first game. They're appealing for a cut there, but the umpire says not out. And see Nasra is running in. She's running in hard, trying to hit the deck. Well defended there by Gloria to covers. Martin, as I was saying, these two, the last time they played, Tanzania beat Uganda. They haven't had like more games to play. I don't know, Martin, if you've had the chance to watch Tanzania play, but the last time they played Kwibuka, they were the champions. This is their second time here in the Kwibuka tournament. Short ball pulled to short fine leg. That's a very good over from Nasra. That brings us to the end of the third over. 9 runs. Martin, have you had a chance to watch Tanzania before?
Yeah, good morning. Yes, all the way from Kigali Kichuchiro grounds, where today Uganda is playing Tanzania. Uganda won the toss and elected to bat. Kevin appeared to face. She guides the ball through third man. Well stopped, good retrieve, and back to the keeper's end for 2. Yeah, thanks, Bob. You haven't watched them play for a while, but as far as they are concerned, yeah, they are the defending champions. It is interesting to see how they'll still defend it. When I was talking to the captain, they say that he said it doesn't matter the current champions, but they believe that they're still the current champions. Shot outside off stump, and it is lashed away through point by Kevin. I was looking at Kevin's shot outside off stump, and it showed that and it is lashed away on that area through point. The last game against all bowlers, she had 50% scoring rate through cover point. So it's important that Tanzanians, they don't give her room outside the off stump. Oh. Dead ball there, dead ball. The batsman, the batter, it moves out of the wicket. Maybe there's something. I mean, she was not ready. And the bowler is not happy. Let's see the reply from the bowler. From Paris. Wow, okay, she comes back with a 3/4 line. And it's a 3/4 line for a dot ball. And as I said, I mean, the wicket looks, this is the third day the wicket is being played on. So bowling 3/4 stumps to stump, definitely, I mean, the wicket is too paced. Yeah, so looking for the bowlers to hit the 3/4 line and bowling stumps to stump. As I said, if you miss, I hit. Well bowled there again by Paris. Kevin being careful and playing in line of the ball for a dot ball. Kevin bats today. If you look at the stats, she had a 50% of dot balls, something that she needs to work hard on. And that's her favorite shot, the sweep shot. And in cricket they say that the broom is out. So Kevin is using, I mean, that principle to be able to get a couple down fine leg. She's a very, very good sweeper of the ball. Same line again on the off stump this time, and the fourth over done, and the score is 17 for no. The current run rate is 4.3. The projected score is 85. And I was saying, I mean, Bob, yesterday we saw a very, very close game, a game that you were saying that if you blink, yes, you miss it. And I'm glad you didn't blink there, Bob.
Yeah, indeed, Martin. You cannot blink when Uganda is playing Kenya. As you're saying, the run rate, full ball there, driven straight to mid-off for a single. The fielder fumbles there. Martin, I think the coach spoken to the players. You can see they are more aggressive. They're trying to get as much runs as possible. Soft hands there from Kevin. They managed to get a single there. That's good cricket all around. Martin, yesterday Uganda was defending 96. You can see they are trying now to go above that score. They're more aggressive. They're not losing their wickets. Another short ball in the air. Catch taken in covers. Gloria lost her shape there. That's an easy catch from the fielder at covers. I just said they need a good partnership up the order. Yesterday their top order didn't click. It's something they have to work on. Martin, Tanzania is under when you see their previous games, Uganda is not a team that has played most of the teams here in this Kwibuka tournament, but every chance they get, they grab it with their both hands. New batter there is Leona Babide. Straight away in the air and catch taken there. That's a golden duck from Leona. They just lost the wicket and she goes straight. The first ball in the air. That brings in Janet Mbabazi, the captain, at the crease. As I was saying about partnerships, you can see they are collapsing again. They are top order. And that's the end of the fourth over. Very good over for Tanzania. They managed to get 2 wickets. The score is still 19. Oh, sorry, she's on a hat-trick. Well played there by Kevin. They have to start rotating the strike. Build a partnership with Babazi. Short ball there, pulled. Fell short on the fielder at short fine leg. And that marks the end of the fifth over. The score is still 19 with the loss of 2 wickets.
Jeremiah coming on to bowl the next over to end the power play. Let's see what Uganda is trying to secure before the end of the power play. And same applies to Tanzania. Let's see what they are trying to get before the end of the power play. It's always good to have a good start to determine the entire game throughout. But let's see. She tries to drive it, but yeah, piece of fumble, and yeah, the batters managed to get a single, quick single. That's a quick single. It was straight to the fielder, but they managed to get a quick single. The batters are alert, hands-on. That's Kevin Awino alongside Janet Mbabazi. Kevin facing. Was a wide, but Kevin has no time to waste. She still plays the wide ball, and she manages to get 2 singles right quick, just there and then. She's trying to maximize the over. That's 3 runs already in 2 balls. So let's see 4 more deliveries from Zinaida Kelvin Jeremiah. all along I thought Jeremiah was the guy's name, but it looks different here. Tanzanians, they take it different, and she looks to be hard on them. She can't let the go. She can't let the ball go past her. She spins again, but Kevin is very defensive. She doesn't want to see the bells off. She's protecting the wickets. A bit off, but she tried to hit it, but she didn't connect it properly, and she failed to get a single or hit it further. He had to face the fifth delivery. Nice, very nicely played. Down the deep square leg, and she manages to get a single, and she rotates the strike. And that also brings us to the end of the power play with only 23 runs on board on the loss of 2 wickets so far. I would confidently say this is a good start for Tanzania. But let's see. Cricket is a cruel game. It can change goalposts within an over, despite which over that is. Whether the last over, second last, penultimate, or anti-penultimate over. Anything can happen in this cricket game of ours. So let's see. Kevin Awino facing. And it is Sophia Frank Jerome who's coming. I like the namings of the Tanzanian team. For us in Rwanda, these names are for boys or male. But it's interesting to see the same names being transferred to the females. Yeah, and she starts with a wide ball, but let's see her come back. It's a swing and a miss. Bit of appeal, but failed to get a good results on the bowling side. And Kevin looks very confident. Good attempt of a run out, but the batters are hands on. They know what they are up to. They are on a mission, and it's Janet Baba's facing as Sophia Frank. Balls are 4 more balls to go. She drives it, but straight to the fielder, and she doesn't want to risk it at all. No intent of running. Same thing. She tried to drive it, but the fielders can't let the ball go past them. She drives again, bit of fumble, but no run still. Those are 3 dots from Janet Mbabazi in this over, and there she's facing the last ball of the over. She tries to steal a single. She played similar shot to the covers, and she got a single and rotated the strike. So, Bob, what do you think might be the strategy for Tanzania or Uganda? I'm allowing you to pick a side on this. I think I already know your side, but I'm allowing you to pick a side again. What do you think is the strategy being used by the batters or the bowlers as per the game?
Romeo, I'm not picking a side. Cricket is always a winner. But you could see the strategy from the Tanzanians. They're keeping things very simple, sticking to the basics, bowling the right areas, letting the batsmen work for their runs. Another full ball. Big appeal there. And Uganda, at this stage, they have to build a partnership, Romeo. You cannot go for the big shots at this stage. Full toss there. Hit very hard to square leg for a boundary from Geneti. That's a lovely shot there. Bad ball punished. They need these two. They are the most experienced players at the crease at the moment. He just lost 2 wickets. We also in the previous games. Patience pays. The more you stay on the wicket, the more the runs flow. Another full ball there, driven through, covers under fumble. They get a single, run out chance, but she's safe. As I was saying, Romeo, the more you stay on the crease, the more the runs flows. If these two can manage to play up to the 15th over, good sweep shot there by Kevin. She really plays that shot very well, as Martin was saying earlier. Another full ball there, driven. Quick run there. You can see these two are trying to build a partnership, which is a very positive thing for Uganda at the moment. You don't need to lose more wickets at the early stage of the innings. Full ball there. Driven back to the bowler. And that's the end of the 8th over. The score is 33 for 2. Martin, as you see now, Uganda now they are coming back into the game. We talk about partnerships day by day, and this is something that Uganda is trying to do right now, which is very dangerous for the Tanzanians. They need to break this partnership as soon as possible if they need to restrict Uganda to a low score or a comfortable score to chase.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. Uganda 33 for 2 in 8 overs. Something that I just want to say about Janet. She looks quite comfortable. She looks quite confident. Even her body language is quite positive. And it's looking at her skills. So far, she's the only one who's playing, back foot shots. It's back foot drive, and she's on top of the ball when she's playing. The drive shot. Just shows what type of a player that she is. And just to mention earlier, yes, Romeo. Side. Of course, was Bob. You can see that she's following. The team. That played yesterday, and she's and is also here today. projected score is 82 runs. I think something that I think Uganda will need to work on here is their scoring rate. If they can take it to 5 or 6 to pull the game away from Uganda, from Tanzania, that would be very, very important. That was a very, very quick run. The running, of course, in between, it's quite commendable. They've been calling well. It seems that they know each other, and partnership here. Their partnership, yes, will be very, very key. For Uganda to score past 100 runs. Kevin to face. As I say, if you look at the wagon wheel of Kevin, she's very strong on the cover point, and she's also very, very strong on the sweep shot. It's important that this partnership bats deep, because every new batter is very difficult for them to come in and keep going. Yes, because of the nature of the wicket, it's a wicket that you need some time to spend before attacking the ball. You need to adapt. So it is important that if a batter is in, you stay in and you'll get your runs.
Well said there, Martin. These two have been playing together for a long time now. They know each other, as you said. If they can get their team to a comfortable total, something above 100, can be an interesting one. Run out chance but missed. That was a risky run from Kevin. Another full ball there, good shot there from Janet to long on. They managed to get a single there. If they can keep rotating the strike like this with the wickets in hand, they will manage to get something above 100 or 120 there. We saw yesterday what just happened there. Everyone looks confused there. We don't know what just happened there. Let's wait for the umpires. Let's wait for the umpires. And that's not out. There was an even bounce from the bowler. Good shot there from Kevin. At point, they get a single there. Martin, as you can see, the wicket is doing some magic there. Is it because that they've played like a couple of games on it?
I think it's just the grass cover. It's been used for a couple of games, and maybe just the grass cover is not so much. So now there's very few grass on it, and as I said in the morning, the wicket looks quite dry.
महारथी जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदार
I like the calling here from between Kevin and his Mbabazi. Their calling has been spot on. Yes, when they call, they go. There's no half calls. If it is yes, yes, something that it's very, very good to learn from them. The way they're calling and the way they're confident taking the singles from the Tanzanians. And yes, nothing away from the Tanzanians. They're picking the ball quite cleanly and throwing back to the keeper. So it's a good battle. Kevin drives towards extra cover, looking for two, but is collected well and is retrieved back to the keeper. Yeah, good battle here, good battle. Very, very good battle. Very, very good strategy from the Tanzanians, keeping the ball on the right areas for the batters to make their own mistakes. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. That was a poor fielding, and here every run is important. If the Tanzanians can save as many runs as possible, they'll give themselves a chance. As it goes on, the wicket gets a bit more difficult to bat on, and it will be also difficult for the Tanzanians to come and bat, because it's the grass cover. It's fading away because of the games. .45 for 2. The 11th over, 45 for 2. Kevin and Janet on strike.
Yeah, I would say it's a good comeback for Uganda. It's a good comeback for Uganda, because in the last 5 overs they haven't lost any wicket, and they are very consistent. They are comfortably getting at least 4 runs and over. 4 runs and over, close to 5 runs and over, which is not bad. It's a good comeback after losing the early wickets of the top order batsmen, top order batters. And Tanzania is also bringing back the bowlers. the batting side, which is Uganda, they look positive on the wicket. That's good. You touch it slowly and you try to run. They got a single still. Very aggressive from Janet Mbabazi. She's too aggressive. I'm not sure what the captain has signaled to her, but she looks to be on a mission. And definitely, this is a very good partnership they are having, and it's consistent. The run rate has moved to 5.2 runs and over. It was a wide, but still, the batters are too aggressive. Especially Kevin. She doesn't want to waste no more time, no more balls. A ball has to be hit as far as she can reach, despite the length of the bat. She flies the ball, and like I said, yeah, Kevin and Janet, they look to be on a mission. They're just into rotating the strike or rotating the strike. So you just bring it on, and Kevin Jeremiah finishes her spell with an economy of 5.7. And at the Gahanga Cricket Stadium, where we are having Brazil and Germany, Germany won the toss and they chose to field. And now Brazil is on 81 for 2 in 13 overs. And they're also having a very good partnership from Renata De Souza and Daniela Stadon. Consistent. 34 runs for no loss in the last 5 overs. That's a rate of 6.8 runs and over. And back here at IPRC, we have Agnes bowling her first over. And she starts off well with an attempt of a run out. And the attempt was very successful. The run out, she starts off well. Her first ball, and it's the third wicket for the team. That's a very good contribution at the beginning. And Janet departs. Yeah, as Janet departs, every Nanyipo just walks in, which I think is a very good idea for Team Uganda as far as the overs have reached. Yeah, they still have 8 more overs to play, and they still have 7 wickets in hand, and they have to definitely maximize, as the opponents are not an easy side to beat or defeat. But cricket changes goalposts. So let's see. Let's enjoy the game. And you see she's taking her guard. I suspect she's looking for the leg stump. Yeah, and she took her leg stump. And Agnes comes for her second ball. Agnes Joseph Kwele. Off a bit side off leg, and Martin, what do maybe you've watched more games and you know Tanzania a bit more than I do. What do you think is the logic behind the naming of the ladies? As the names, they look to be male, but they're females playing, and they carry the names.
As Evelyn Anyipo sweeps the ball down to fine leg, she's the aggressor. Looking at it could be a panic button from the Ugandans, looking at the run rate and looking at the projected score, which is 88, and something that, as I said before, Kevin slashes the ball, sizzling. She cuts the ball to the boundary for 4 runs. As I said, that's her strong point. If the Tanzanians would have known by now, her scoring rate on that area. On that area, if they can make her play more on the off stump than outside off. Kevin has got to bat through here. She's the one in, and she's the one who has this responsibility of taking the team to a comfort, winning zone. So she has to stay and see the team get to about 120 runs. That would be that she should give her team a chance to win. Evelyn Anyipo, who batted very well yesterday, who hit the first 6 of the tournament, coming in at number 5. 60 for 3 in 12. Coming to Romeo's question about the naming, as I said, it's a diversity of culture here. Something that maybe we need to do is research to ask why, is it that way? It's the same question I asked yesterday when I asked about, of course in Rwanda we have Ishimwes, everyone is called Ishimwe, the other person is called Ishimwe, and also in the Brazilian setup, D'Souza. So I think it's a cultural thing, and you can know where somebody comes from. It's by the surname. Change of bowling. Tuta Shabani. Tatu Shabani. As I said, this wicket really suits the Tanzanian bowling because there are more slow bowlers, and this wicket is suited for slow bowlers. $61 for 3 in 13. Kevin is going very well. At 34, she's played 43 balls. Strike rate 79. She needs to push it to 100. It's now that she's in the air for a single. I think Evelyn's role, as we said yesterday, is to look for the word call Yeah, Omukaga. Omukaga means maximum 6. Omukaga, and when I say that word, I can see Bob's shoulders. Swinging from right to left, feeling a feel good moment. In his career, I don't think he hit a lot of those Omukagas. I like Kevin's approach that every opportunity for a single, she's ready to take it on. It shows, the level of fitness that, the Ugandan players have. It's well done there, coaches. Well, backing up. Very, very, very good backing up. Very, very good backing up from everyone. The Tanzanians here have seen the opportunity of bowling out. Here's Ugandan for less. Bob, your projected score here?
I will say there, Martin. It shows the projected score is 91, but I think with the wickets in hand, this has to go up to 110, 115 there, which will be very comfortable. You can see the boundaries are very big. When you look at the way Kevin is playing, most of her runs, she only has 3 boundaries in the 35 runs. She's really running very hard for her runs. You can see the boundaries are very big. That's why Tanzanian bowlers are not bowling very fast. They're just cutting off the pace to make Ugandans work for their runs. This is a very good strategy from the captain, Ugandan captain, promoting Anyipo. Yesterday we saw she played a very good handy knock there in the end to make to make Uganda get to 96 runs. If it can work for them here, that will be very good captaincy from her. Swing and a miss there from Kevin. That's a good piece of keeping there. The wicket keeper behind the stumps. She's very quick there to remove the bails. Mohammed there. Quick hands there. Not letting Kevin move around the crease. Good shot there, Kevin down the track. To the sweeper there, a square leg. They're going for the second one. They managed to get it safely. Good running there by Kevin. She's really running very hard for her runs. If she can stay there up to the 17th or even up to the last over, that will be very, very key for Uganda, because we all know what she can do at the end. In the air, but through covers. They're looking for the second run there, running very hard there, Kevin. Good running, they get it comfortably. That's good cricket all round from Kevin. She's really pushing hard and pushing the fielders too. As I was saying, on her 38 runs, she only has 3 boundaries. In the air, drop there at point, and they get a single there. She looks tired, Kevin. She's losing her shape now. That's why the experience comes in, Kevin. She has to bat all the way. Give strike to Anyipo. When you're tired, you give strike to your partner.
ये पक्का अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे। ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको? फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे। कल जाने देंगे। फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Tatu Bakali Shaban coming on very well for you for Team Tanzania. And some good cleaning from Kevin Awino, and she gets to have 40 runs with a strike rate of 75. And every Nanyipo goes on to face. And Tatu Bakali is still bowling. And it's in the air, and it goes for 6. Looks like she's hitting all the way to their tent. Yeah, that's a positive sign. That's a positive sign from Uganda. Very positive sign. Every Nanyipo giving a hand to her partner, Kevin. She tries again, but she misses that. But that's a good offer. She looks very positive, and now she's to face the last ball of Tatu Bakari. Again, she tries to hit. I'm not sure what the captain told her, but she's offering, and she offered the other one was a 6. Yeah, so literally the captain sent her there to hit the ball as she's on the team as a bowler, and she's now playing 3 down. So that's a sign from the captain, and she's trying to make use of the number. Probably she might maintain it in the next game, but let's see. She's still on 8 runs. Father to facing 10 balls, 1-6, and the strike rate is 80. In the air again from Kevin, but no man's land. She survives, and she manages to get the. Yeah, those were 2 quick singles, 2 of them. It's Nasoro Saida. She tries to sweep and she misses it, and it goes past by the keeper as well. Yeah, those are 2 buys. Yeah, good progress for Team Uganda. And that's a wide, and their run rate has moved a bit up. Now it's 6.8, close to 7 runs and over from 4. And Kevin is approaching her half century, and she hits it in the air. So that's cow corner. Yeah, and stopped, but she manages to get her 2 quick singles, and that gets her to 44 runs. 6 to go for her to get half century. And of course, as you look at Evelyn's face, she's also wondering what she can do with her bat when it's her turn to bat. That's a swing and a miss. The ball goes straight to the keeper's hands. And Nara Saidi still has one more ball to deliver. Let's see what this ball can do. Yes. It's in there. It's in there again. It was a fine leg, but the fine leg is hands on. She grabbed it first time. And Nara Saidi finishes her spell with 1 maiden, 2 wickets, and an economy of 2.8. Very good economy. And that's a good spell from her.
Well said there, Romeo. Kevin is really playing a very handy knock for Team Uganda. Looking at the previous 2 games she played, she's been gifting away her wicket, but now I think she realized how much important she is at the top of the order there for Team Uganda, bringing out all the experience she has, running very hard there. Now is the time where Kevin, she has to let her mind take over, because you can see a few shots she's losing her shape there. Get a single there, Kevin, and let Anyipo do what she's there to do. She has to try and play all the 20 overs. Good cricket there. Good cricket there from Kevin. Get a single, let Anyipo swing her arms there. You also get a chance to rest at the non-striker's end. Martin, I remember at the young age, the coaches used to tell us, run hard for your runs. You have to shot there from Anyipo through cow corner, and they get a couple there. Good running by Kevin there. They used to coach us to run hard. As you see, Kevin, she's really doing exactly what they used to tell us. You better be hungry for those runs. In the air. Miscommunication there. Catch taken there. Martin, do you think it was a good idea sending Anyipo up the order?
Yeah, definitely there, Bob. It needed somebody to step on the paddle, and I thought the best person there was Evelyn to come in and accelerate, of which, I mean, she did it very well. If you look at Anyipo scored at a strike rate of 90, which is very, very important for them. Kevin on 46 from 60 balls. She needs to bat through to be able to give Uganda an opportunity, to launch. If you're talking about running in between, the wickets, it's nice to hear you appreciating it, Bob, after you retired, which is a very, very good statistics that you've mentioned there. And looking back on the coaching says that it is important for a batter, to run for his runs. Oh, Kevin, she's running her mates crazy, or she's running her mates out. They got to be very, very prepared to take those 2 runs. That Kevin is calling. Kevin, she's running like a bullet, as Bob says, and the rest, cannot cope with the speed of Kevin. Even after staying there for about an hour, she's still out sprinting her mates. 89 for 5 with 2 runouts. It means that the Tanzanian pick up and throw is spot on. The next batter is Naomi Kayondo, joining Kevin on the run again. It's about running. The outfield is not fast and the wicket is slow. I think it is the best way to go. Take your singles and take your doubles when it hit the sweepers. It is important to rotate the strike at all times on this wicket to be able to, to take the pressure to the bowlers. If you don't do that, then I think the bowlers will dominate you. So whatever Kevin is doing, it is the right way to go. Yes, despite the runouts, but it is the right way to go. There you going again. She's keep on rotating the singles. She's looking for the second one, but they've said no. Kevin on 47 in 61 balls with 3 boundaries at a strike rate of 77.0. She's on 48 of 62 balls. Kevin Kayondo to face. Paris to continue. The Tanzanians have bowled well on this wicket. An extra ball, it will be as repeated again. Paris bowls down leg, and the umpire had no choice to widen his hands for a wide ball. Umpire Gasto from the Rwanda cricket. From Niboyo end, Paris continues. Naomi slashes the ball. She gets out the kitchen sink for down deep mid wicket for 2 runs to end the over. 92 for 5 in 18. 12 balls, gentlemen. Just what's your prediction?
The projected score says 102, but as per the look of things, the new batter that is in, an experienced batter, and she looks more ready and hungrier. So let's see. I believe it might be more than 102 just because they have wickets behind. They only have 12 deliveries. So it's either you hit out or get out. That's that's my take in this. Maybe let's hear from Bob, who is more experienced, and we see his take on this.
Romeo, as you say, 2 overs to go. Good shot there through covers. Kevin is looking for another, but Kayondo says no. Good running there. Romeo, as I said earlier, my prediction is still on 115. If they can get to 10 runs and over from here in these 2 overs, that will be very key. This is where you need your batters to step up. You have 5 wickets in hand. Go for each and everything. Throw your... These runs at this stage, they're very crucial. In T20 games, this is where most of the teams score more runs. When you have wickets in hand. Shot there from Kayondo. He gets a boundary there. As I was saying, you have to throw each and everything at the ball. Make sure you don't go below 10 and over. Another sweep there, straight to the fielder again. Fumble. Good throw there by the fielder. Kevin says no. Martin, as I was saying earlier, the team here that runs very hard between the wickets, I believe is the team that is going to win. As you've seen, the boundaries are very big. Soft hands there from Kevin. Good piece of fielding there. Good inside edge there. She's running hard. And she says no. That brings her to the first half century of this Kwibuka edition. Yeah, that's her first half century. Very good knock there from Kevin, the former captain. Another short ball there, played on the back foot, straight to the covers. No run there. And that brings us to the end of the 19th over. The scoreboard reads 99 for 5 in 19 overs. One more over to go. Let's see if they can get something above 10 in this over. Martin?
It's time to launch, Bob. I miss, I hit. Or you miss, I hit. Okay. If you don't see it, you close your eyes and hit. I think this is the time. They still have 5 more wickets in the bag, and they only have 6 balls. So if they can maximize, yes, this over to take the score to what you had projected, 115, then it makes it very, very difficult for the Tanzanian. A 3-figure score here would go a long way for the Ugandans. Kevin tries to go over the top of mid-off, but play and miss. Here you need everything to hit the ball. Either you need nguvu or you need mbaraga. In the Rwandan language, you need mbaraga, need power. As Kevin slashes, cuts the ball to the boundary at point. And again, she plays on her favorite strong point. It's 103 for 5. Last 3 balls. Paris comes. Another dot ball. It's going to be repeated. Paris oversteps. Maybe she was going for more pace there. And oversteps. The umpire gives the siren. And the batter is free to free her hands. Free your hands there, Kevin. Free your hands. Go for it. Or Mukaga is the end result. She goes for her favorite again and only gets a single. Come, Naomi. It's time to leash or unleash. Paris to bowl. Wicket there. As Naomi went for a big one. She gets off her line. And the keeper does the rest. And I was saying yesterday, the keepers have been outstanding in this tournament. All the keepers from all the teams are keeping very, very well. It means that the coaches have really, really done their homework, and they've really, really done a lot with the keepers. Seeing the skills that the keepers are executing, it's quite phenomenal. The stumping, the backup, the keeping on top is for the slow bowlers. It's amazing how, the standards of keeping has really, really improved in this tournament. His last 2 balls. As Rita comes in at number 6. Bob, 2 balls, 12 runs?
I doubt that. But if they can manage to get like 6 runs, a boundary, and maybe 2 runs there. Dot ball, 1 ball to go. This is very good cricket from Uganda. Martin, as you know, having a batter on the last over of the innings, you always know you can get to a good, comfortable score. Wide ball there, and she plays it. They get a single, and Kevin plays not out. This is very good cricket. Good batting from Kevin and Team Uganda. Martin, we talked about running between the wickets. Have you seen most of the runs, 80% of her runs, it was between the way she was running with her partners. She didn't go for many boundaries. I think she has 4 boundaries, only 4 boundaries. If they can manage end of innings, the score is 106. The target is 107. Tanzania needs 107 to win this. We'll be back in 20 minutes.
Umeshikilia vitu ngapi? Wewe sasa umeshashikilia hata mwezi 9. Unataka kunisumbua. It's coming. It's coming. You're the only ladies coach, bwana.
Coach bwana mimi.
Yes.
Unaniongelesha speak it.
Wacha tu mimi niongee Kizungu yangu, ongee Kiswahili yako, hakuna shida. Kila mtu anaongea nguvu.
Naweza nikachapia wewe ongea Kiswahili.
Haya.
Sasa unaniuliza nini? Niambie basi.
Story
Ya
cricket tusijali.
Sasa naweza mimi kweli?
Tawezi.
Kocha bwana.
Mimi nawajenga. Mimi kukuja. Tell me when you're ready.
Isirushwe lakini live.
Inarushwa.
Kocha bwana isirushwe live.
Usikojoe.
Ndange nitakojoa. Kocha nitakojoa kweli, kujikojolea. Mama na pressure. Coach, listen. I don't understand the English very well. So
wewe jibu Kiswahili, wewe jibu Kiswahili.
But I don't understand the English very well.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, coach. Yani wanaonyesha yani wachezaji wote wanawake wameimprove wote, kwa hiyo tunafarijika kama sisi wachezaji wa zamani kuona wasichana sasa hivi wamekuja juu.
You as a coach, you've played for the national team. You've been there before. You've worked hard. You are seeing fruits of your generation.
Ni nzuri, tunaona wana improve. Yeah.
Aswa ukiona wachezaji wako wachanga wakicheza vizuri. Yes, ni kitu gani kinakufurahisha?
Kitu kinachonifurahisha naona yale tunayowafundisha
kama kuna neno moja unaweza wachezaji wale wako nyumbani
mengi, vipaji vingi, kwa hiyo wazidi kuongeza juhudi katika mazoezi ili mradi wapige hatua kama walivyopiga hatua hao.
Ama inaenda Tanzania.
Kikombe kinarudi Tanzania. Kinarudi nyumbani, akibaki hapa.
Of course, nyumbani ni hapa ama ni Tanzania?
Kinabaki Tanzania, kinaenda Tanzania.
Haya, asante sana, tutaonana kwa leo. Asante.
There were giveaway wickets. I felt bad because I felt bad, so it made me to stick in there. But on my side, I wasn't happy with those runouts. I was very fast and my partners were not very fast. I should say like that.
So yes. Does it mean that they need to, of course, up their speed when running with you?
I don't know what happened today in their running, but I know we can do better in our running.
I mean, preparing for this tournament. Yes, you guys went to, Zimbabwe. Yes, you went to Nepal. Yes, what did those tournaments, yes, do to you guys? I mean, coming to this tournament.
Being that we are rebuilding the team, we have been taking our positives and negatives, and moving forward, we are going to do better. Even though we lost yesterday, we are not looking backwards, we are going forward.
Is this score, yes, enough for you?
It is enough for us to defend.
Yes, we'll talk after the game and see, yes, whether it is enough or not. Thank you, Kevin, and well done. Very well played. See you.
Welcome back to IPRC Kichukilo Cricket Grounds. And yeah, Tanzanian women, they are chasing a total of 107 runs to win. And we have the openers. The openers is a lefty-handed batter. That's Godfrey Mtai. And alongside Fatuma Omari Kibasu, the captain. And the opening bowler for Team Uganda is the one and only Evelyn Anyipo. And she tops the list of the MVP so far in this tournament. That's a swing and a miss. Those are dots for Anyipo, Evelyn. Yesterday she gave us a very good piece of cricket where she could catch the return catches. And that's in the air. It's in the air towards long on, and that makes it to the first boundary of the innings. That makes it the first boundary of the innings from Godfrey Swam Godfrey, the left-hander. Yes, it's in the air, and they're playing it. I like the replays. Yeah. Oh, she hits it to the mid-off, and she manages to get a run. Yeah, she gets a run. That's a quick run, and as they rotate the strike. And that's a wide ball. I'm not sure what's going on with Evelyn. Probably she's trying out new variations. But let's see. Let's see what will be the outcome as she's left with 2 more balls to go. Good piece of bowling, and that brings us to the end of the first over. And it looks very promising for Team Tanzania, depending on what will follow, as the required rate is 5.2, and the current rate as the game begins, it's at 7.5, which is a good start for Team Tanzania. And Patricia opening bowling from the other end. That's a very good drive. Good drive from Godfrey Swam. Yeah, Patricia still bowling from the Nivoe end. And Tanzanian women, they look to be consistent, as the current run rate hasn't changed a bit. Good cut as I tried to get some singles. Managed to get one as it was straight to the fielder. And that brings us to the end of the over. The end of the over, and the run rate has gone a bit down to 6 runs and over. And the required rate is a bit less, which is 5.2. So it's a good start. It's a good start for Team Tanzania. 12 runs for no loss at the end of the first 2 overs. And every Nanyipo comes from the campus end, school end. Good ball, drove to mid-on, straight to the fielder, but the batters are hands-on. They managed to get a single. So here where we are live from is the same campus, namely IPRC Kigali. It has many countrywide. That's a good drive. It was mid-off, but mid-off let it go, and they managed to steal a second single. Yeah, they managed to get 2 quick singles due to a misfield. That's a misfield, and those runs might cost you the game. When you look at it at the end, you might win by 1 run, and you can as well lose by 1 run. Good piece of cricket, batting and bowling, and the fielder fails to fetch the ball. That's Janet Mbabazi. And I like the body language from Team Uganda. Can imagine the wicket keeper after playing throughout all the 20 overs. Good drive towards mid off, and it's an attempt. It's a good attempt of an appeal, which is not successful. Yeah, that was a very good piece of cricket, really. Yeah. Thanks to the AV team. Every Nanyipo and Fatuma, the captain, she's there representing the whole country, her and her squad. Yeah, straight to the fielder. She drives it, but it goes to the covers, and it's straight to the fielder, and that gets us to the end of the third over. And the score did move so fast.
महारती जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे।
इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फॉरेन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
So that's a sign. Yeah, she's opening up. She's there to score some runs. Good knock, good sound from the bat, and it passes through the middle fielder, and they manage to get a single, and that gets us to the end of the 4th over. And the score did move much, still 19 runs, and we're still within the power play. Two overs to go towards the end of the power play. Yeah, the captain wants to do it herself. She comes into ball. She's a leg spinner. And it is Swam Godfrey, the lefty-handed, facing still on the middle stump. Good attempt of the run out, but we still need the DRS systems that we can be able to give fair justice to both teams, batters and bowlers. Yeah, good piece of bowling from Captain Konsi. Yeah, Tanzanian women, they are desperate to get some singles, some runs. Yeah, they managed to get 2 singles, 2 quick singles of the previous delivery, and that which brought us to the end of the 5th over. Patricia coming. Yeah, she's bowling from the Niboye end. And there was one short run. And the umpire signals the batters are trying to get 2 quick singles, but one of them was short run. Yeah, and that's a dead ball. Usually we like saying it's a good decision, but it can be good or bad. But let's see. The ball and the batter have to participate and they contribute to this for us to know whether it was a good decision or a bad decision. Let's see. The ball is white and round. Yeah, that it looks like it was a good decision, as it's a dot for Team Uganda. In at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, where Germany is chasing 118 runs. At the end of the power play, they have 38 runs for 2. And they still need 80 runs off 84. That's in the air. It's in the air, but no man's land. Yeah, and it goes across the boundary. That's a good piece of cricket. Some good batting from the captain herself. Yeah, she skied the ball over the mid-off, and it goes all the way. Yeah. Oh, that's the first wicket down for Team Uganda from Patricia. Patricia takes the wicket, and she takes the captain for Team Tanzania. The captain for Team Tanzania departs. Yeah, she connected it. It's an inside edge, and she connected the stumps. Yeah, and the captain departs. Yeah, and the new batter joining Godfrey Swam is Shufa Hamza Mohamed. She's the one on. And here in the commentary box, I'm joined by Mr. Dennis Taga Mukama, former national team captain for Team Rwanda. Yeah, good piece of cricket. She's off the mark on the first ball. Yeah, and like I was saying, Dennis Taga is the former national team captain for Team Rwanda back in the days when cricket was just starting in the early stages. And we're going to have him live on mic shortly.
$33 for 1 in 6 overs. Sorry, 34 for 1 in 6 overs gone. after the power play. 73 runs from 84 balls. Yeah, I also want to welcome Dennis Taga. One of the electric keepers during his day. He compares himself those days with MS Dhoni, the present MS Dhoni, somebody who has played cricket, loves the game, and loves his music. I mean, when Dennis trains, he always prefer playing a music behind the nets. An inspirator, very motivational to the young and upcoming. Yes, Dennis also played the finals of T20. Yes, Dennis, one of the pioneers of cricket. Yes, in Rwanda. Very, very dedicated. Something that Rwanda has done. The transition of the former players are not very, very far from the game. Something that will help the future generations to learn and to be mentored by people like Dennis Taga. I'm very, very humbled to have shared a meal with him. He's a guy who if he misses a meal, he only has his meal at Ubumwe. Somebody with a big heart, and it's very, very nice to be alongside Dennis. Dennis, coming into cricket, yesterday we had, Charles Harbour saying that I asked Taga, how did it feel for him to have his own uniform when he was on debut? And Charles said, he can't remember, owning one. They never owned anything. Whatever you had, you shared. Yes, even boots. If you're coming in at number 4 and the number 3 and 2 were batting, you had to wait. And Charles Harbour said that when he opened the innings, he got out and he had to share the boots with you, which was 2 sizes bigger. It's amazing to see the current cricketer. Yes, very, of course, welcome. Yes, Dennis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Martin. This is a very lucrative introduction. I don't know where to start, but that is very generous of you and my colleague here, Romeo. It's so inspirational. I don't want to take away much of the game. As we can see the game happening, it's really interesting. It's a very entertaining game. I'm glad I came in right on the moment when Tanzania is really putting up a very interesting chase of the rather interesting score. But Martin, like you said, Harbour, I don't think Harbour was really far from the truth, because when you see where the game came from and where we are at the moment, it's quite interesting seeing now such competitive teams, ladies. At that time, we didn't even think we'd ever have a ladies team come up even in the first place. But here to see Rwanda competing with very strong nations here today, we're seeing such beautiful strokes being played by the ladies. It's quite overwhelming. When we were playing the game back in the day, I remember picking up from what Herbert said. Not only did you not have your own kit, but and the shoes, but even knowing where the boundary was, it was a guesswork. You need someone in the field who either decide if it's a 4 or not. It was something that we had to. It was judgmental. So the umpire would always ask someone, "What is it? Is it a 4? Is it?" Because you didn't know where the boundary lines were. But that's part of the game, and we are happy to be part of the transition. Oh, she drops a very, very interesting. I think there's a bit of a confusion between the fielders. They didn't know who to. I think they didn't call. Someone needed to take ownership of that catch, but very hard luck for the Ugandans and survival for the. Who's that batting? The Swam, yeah. Yeah, she. But it's going to be an interesting chase. I'm really looking forward to a good one here. So yeah, that's me, captain back in the days in from 2006 all the way 2010 when we're still struggling. Oh, did Haba tell you about the instances when we were even getting upkeep for the national team traveling? That is a very interesting one as well. You should ask him about that, because hardly did the officials know about cricket when you had to go to look for support and sponsorship. They were like, "What is this? This game is really new to us. How do you do it?" So even the sponsors were for free from so you have to give the little money you'd get from the well-wishers and share it as a team. So us as the seniors used to sacrifice for the young ones, at least to have part of the take home. So it was quite interesting, but now at least we are happy to see that all this is behind us. The facilities are very interesting, very up to date. Yeah, so we'll be talking more about that, and let's get back to the game.
31 for 1, 740 for 1 in 7 overs. Tanzanian looking cruising because they are, yes, with the run rate, the current run rate is 5 runs, and the required run rate is 5.1. So they're going hand in hand with the required run rate. We talk about team selections. When teams are being selected, they look at how the strength of a team, their own strength, their batting plans, their bowling plans, which was very, very exciting. Which is now very, very exciting. You have a selection committee, and people think about the team as a whole. How are they going? How are they going to do it? How are they going to manage it? As we see the Nigerians and the Botswanas coming in, lots of cricket in Kigali. Yes, back to Taga. When you guys went on tours, how was the selection done, Taga? Yeah, Taga, as I was just saying here that definitely now here when they are here, on tour, they think of the team, they think as, so many, of course, aspects of, selection. When, of course, you guys were on tour, yes, did you have a selection committee? Yes, did the captain select the team? Did the captain select the team? Yes, how was the selection, Taga? 48 for 1 in the 8th over, Taga.
Martin, that is a very interesting one, because it's good when you look at what we have, the structures that are in place today, and always working to make sure that they get the best out of the teams that are traveling or even participating in tournaments. This is something that we didn't have back in the days. There was a lot of subjectivity in the selections of the team, but again, also the good thing is we didn't have a big pool of cricketers to pick from. So there was a lot of judgment depending on the captain, depending on the management of the National Cricket Board. So there was the management would trickle down into even team selection. It was not, the president was also in charge of selecting the team. Depending on even your body shape, that would also be a determinant to how you get onto that. So it was not really, strategically put in place. So it was, you either wake up and you're looking good and you're ready on the pitch, then you could probably win yourself a calling for the national team. And if you smile well, sometimes, And then also there's Yeah, and you have Keith, then that probably would, because the team would also share with you, so you need it. That would also be working in your favor, because at least they would know someone would provide equipment for the team. So it was really, structured, and then even it's so the captain, yes, also had a good role, hand to play. I was lucky, at least I managed to stamp some of the discipline in the team that you're given. But yeah, and then also, there was also a quota, because back in the day, I think we had lots of, non-locals, non-blacks, Rwandans that are playing the game. So we needed to have that change gradually. So yeah, it was not structured the way, but yeah, at least it's good to see that all that is behind. At least we have now structures. You do get on the team on merit. So, and I think that's why the level of the game has really moved up so fast over the last couple of years. Again, like I said, good to see a game as we are giving our stories, but also we have a very interesting game in front of us. Tanzania is really putting up a spirited chase to this, and I see Uganda is not letting them off the hook. It's not like they're giving them, giving them a quick go. So it seems like they're taking a water break. Okay, so over to you again, Martin and Romeo.
All right, thank you, Taga, for the inputs. Really, it's interesting. You're taking us back, and we are trying to visualize what you guys went through. And I believe we can relate, because it's cricket. Cricket is cricket, and it will always be cricket. So as a former wicket keeper, what's your take in this, back on this game? The wicket keeper for Team Uganda. The wicket keeper for Team Uganda. She just scored. She played all the 20 overs, opening the batting, and she managed to score her half century. And that's a second half century in the tournament. And right away, after batting, she goes into keep. How does that feel? And she looks lively, and she looks alive, literally. So how does that feel? How do you do it? How did you used to do it? Assuming you also played 20 overs. Maybe you can shed more light on that. But as a wicket-keeper batsman, how did you used to manage the situation like that? Straight off the bat, back to gloves. Literally, pads just get changed, but they are pads still, and gloves without the bat, but still gloves on, pads on. Yeah, movements, foot movements, hands movements. How did you manage?
Oh, what a good full shot. Oh, yeah. Good question. I mean, I think that's the unfortunate position to be in as a cricket keeper, because those are some of the things that are expected of you. You don't have enough turnaround time. You're expected to, be on the alert all throughout. So it's good to see that, and I think that's what the game of cricket requires of a wicket keeper. Your role on that pitch is always to be the most vocal, the most into the game, because you're always up and down. You're always looking at what the batsman is trying to do. Your eyes, even the way they hold the bat, you're always anticipating. So you have to be alert. So these are things you, as a batsman, a wicket keeper, or even in training, you're supposed to be, going through. You prepare in detail on how to manage the situation. Back in the day, we didn't have a lot of 2020, so a lot of the games that we're playing were mainly, long day of 50 over games. So it was a marathon. With the T20, at least, it's high action cricket, and then so you even the training that goes into it lately is a bit more intense. But eventually, you don't have to stay on the pitch for over 50. But even then, even with the 50, you can always do that, bat all through, and then come back immediately after break. Take your gloves on. So these are things that you're trained to do. So when you have a coach like Martin does here with the young boys, with the girls also, what they go through, this is what you're trained to handle. So And it's good, you take it on and go through with it. So yeah, I mean, even I think those are things that we used to go. You're taken through as others are going through their drills. As a wicket keeper, you're taken to other, how you manage such situations, and you get used to it. You have to have your mental strength all through, and yeah, that's good to see someone like that, the Ugandan wicket keeper, being able to do that. Lead with the bat and immediately, and even what she's doing, you see what she's doing behind the stumps. She's doing a great job. It shows you the level of alertness, awareness, up to the pitch. You see she's always, looking around who is doing what, and that's what the keeper is expected to do. Yeah.
$59 for 1. Halfway the innings. Tanzania looks so strong on the chase. Sarah Kiteng comes in and takes a wicket off Esnasoro, was looking very, very dangerous there. 59 for 2 now, halfway. Still, if you look at the balls on the runs, the balls are quite handy, yes, than the runs. If Tanzania carry on with this pace, then they'll give themselves a chance of getting closer to the score and finally getting past it. As looking at the wicket is a wicket that you need to be more spot on. Yes, don't bowl it too full and don't bowl it too short, and let the wicket work for you. It is important that they, of course, Ugandans also just take their catches as well. As as Bob said yesterday, catches win matches. Yes, on his days, he never used to take many, and that's why he was very, very serious saying that, catches win matches. He believed that if he had taken more catches, definitely Bob would have won more games for his country and also for his club. Carrying on is Huda Omari coming in and straight away, getting off strike. It seems that Tanzanians are closing the gap. As I go back to Taga, players were being dropped. Player water run, tap and run, soft hands. Tanzanians just looking for singles, and they're doing the right basics. Players were being dropped. Players get dropped now in teams, in clubs. Nowadays there's a format of dropping players in clubs. There's a format of dropping players being dropped, and there's a structure. And if I may ask, yes, long time ago, was there a structure? Was there a plan on dropping players? What a shot coming to the name. Short ball on the leg stump. She kneels down and she whacks it. And she whacks it down deep square leg for a boundary. Okay, the Tanzanians look very, very aggressive here. Anything short, they pounce on it. Anything full, they drive it. Coming back to you, Taga, how were players being dropped during your days? Was it that, yes, if you don't have shoes, you don't play the following day? Or if you didn't give your kit, you don't play? Or was it a structural, maybe, the wicket was turning, and I'm sure, Taga, you used to struggle with spin. So I mean, so do you give yourself up, or I mean, the captain would come and tell you that today, I mean, Taga, you are resting? I mean, 59 for 2, it's 11 overs. Taga.
Yeah, it's the dropping of the teams was you don't expect it to be as any much different from how the teams are selected in the first place, but for that at least there was a bit of there was a bit of reliance on performance. Played a big role, of course, in being dropped on the team. If you didn't perform 1 or 2 games. At least that was one of the main factors to determine whether you continue performing. But of course, like we said, that would be one of the big area, the big determinant. But other factors, of course, came into play. You don't turn up. You're not willing to share. Given that, like I said, we're very challenged back in the day. Equipment was one of the challenges. So if you had personal kit and you didn't want to share, and you're given it, and then that could also work against you. So we would rather not have you on the team, and we know we are more equipment short, but at least. So it was one of those. And again, sometimes these are things it will come as a joke, but even in the morning when you had breakfast and someone saw you piling your plate too much, then you're definitely a liability on the movement of the pitch. So that could also play against you when the teams are being read in the morning. They're determining on how much food you ate. And the kids did not have a lot of food eating, before the game. So sometimes it was one of those things, you could be seen as less mobile with a full tummy. So, yeah, but those were smaller details. But yes, we try to at least depend a lot on the performance, and also look at the other team. If they have lots of spinners and you've been struggling in the league. Oh, what a wonderful sweep! Oh, at least they have protection over there, and they throw in is good. Usually those we had all those things coming in. So, like I said, there's a lot of subjectivity, of course. I know I not mentioned some names, people who are dropped because of the way they appeared a day before the game. And said, I think this is not a good image. But but overall, yes, we try to depend on the performance, because at the end of the day, you also want to see the team, putting up a spirited performance. So we had all those. So it's a mixed bag of events that happened. All right. So again, like you're saying now, the current run rate is crept above 6. So they have 74 in 11 and 12th over running. They are really going at a very good pace, the Tanzanians, and I don't know, at this rate they don't even have to do much. They just need to rotate strike. They are well within their comfort zone. It's going to ask a lot of the Ugandans to tweak around their bowling to see how they can pull a few wickets here and there, because I think the wickets are the ones that need to be playing in their favor.
ये पक्का अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे। ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको? फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे। कल जाने देंगे। फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स।
The Tanzanians have laid the platform for them to pull off a good win. They need less than they need 33 in 47 balls. So you can imagine how come. Commentators' cast comes in just when you think they are settling in comfortably, and then Shufra, who's been really going so well and so comfortably, now loses the wicket. So the Ugandans need to call on to that, and the pitch, they need to maximize the pitch, because the way the pitch is, it seems it's keeping low, and it's not giving in a lot of pace for the pace bowlers. So the spinners and the slow bowlers will have to play a big role, just like that ball that has just taken the wicket. it's kept low, and I think Shifra didn't read it so well. So in comes in Nasra Saidi, the vice captain, coming in at number 4. Number 5. So yeah, but still, even now, despite the loss of the wicket, I think they still have laid the game is still theirs to lose. They just need to play themselves in. Like I said, rotate the strike. They don't have any pressure. The required rate is really manageable at this moment. So let's see how it goes. So back to you, Martin.
Well, thank you there, Taga. 73 for 3. 12.3 overs. The current run rate, 6 runs and over. The required run rate is 4.3. The required run rate is getting less, and the current run rate is going higher, which means that Tanzanians have a better chance to go past the white line of 106 runs. Of 106 runs. As I said, Tanzanians, as was, talking to their coach, say that they know that they are still the defending champions according to them. And Kenya, of course, is also saying that they are, defending champions. Wow. A thrown to the batter and it hits the batter's helmet. There will be some observation to the batter. And the umpire calls, the team doc, the medics to come in. It is a precautionary measure that anything that hits the helmet, definitely it must be assessed by the medics. The concussion is part of cricket now, whereby the medics must come in and see how the batsman or the batter is faring on. So it's a precautionary, of course, measure. And in the current game, yes, requires that if you're hit by a bowler, if the helmet has a dent, it is changed. If a fielder is hit on the head, she has to come out. Like yesterday, Sarah Watoto was hit on the face, and she had to come out, and somebody had to finish. Mwangi, he has had to come. Esther Mwangi, he has had to come. And finish, the overs for her. It seems that Nara is okay, and she's ready to carry on. Yes, the umpires, talking to the medics there just to make sure that yes, everything is okay. Yes, Nasra is being talked to. It's by the umpires there, just to make sure that things are okay and she's safe. I think as a precautionary measure, the concussion, she's been told I think on a measure the umpires just trying to make sure that all the the logistics of concussion are followed to the latter. They don't want to take chances with the batter. They don't want to take chances with the batter and her health. It is a safeguarding measure of cricket that yes needs to be followed to the latter, so that we make sure that the batter is well protected by the law of the game. and also her safety is very, very important. You don't want to lose a member in your 11 or in your 14 as they play many games. They have, yes, 8 games to play in the tournament. It will be a long time in losing a member of your 11 or of your 14. It's not something that, yes, any team would want to go through. Okay, the bat has been changed as a safeguarding measure. It's important to follow the rules of the game. Life is more precious than anything else in this world. You protect yourself and you live longer. The incoming batter is Nara Nasoro Saidi coming in to replace Isnasra, who was injured by a throw from the fielder. And nothing stops them. Something I've loved against Tanzanians is yes, run a ball. They've really worked on that. Yes, a run a ball. So whoever is also coming in is trying to rotate strike, just as the other. Something that they always say, keep the scoreboard rolling. Keep the scoreboard rolling. Konsiaweko coming in to bowl, and oh, what a misfield for a boundary. At this time, you don't need to give any extra run. Kayondo not doing very good clearance of the ball there as the ball passes through her for 4 runs. The ball turned, had an awkward bounce, and the ball went for 4 runs. 33 runs of 42 balls. Tanzanians looking on top of their game, on top of the chase. Konsi gets a wicket there. Caught and bowled. Swedi, who gets out the cotton ball by Konsi. 79 for 4, 28 runs of 39 balls. As I said, don't leave your seat. Stay there, stay on the crease. A cricket game can change any time. Depends where you put your money. Don't leave. Don't leave. Cricket is a very funny game. Cricket is a very funny game. Hang in there. As I said, whoever plays with more basics will go through. Taga, on your days, yes, did you use colored clothing? Is this something that really, really excites you? Just looking at how colorful, yes, our ladies look in their uniforms, yellow, some blue, some green, some black. And if my mind, yes, doesn't corrupt me, I remember in the 1950s, the days you only played with one color uniform. You can tell us about that, yes, looking at how, the game is turning. The game of cricket has changed. The stumps are blue instead of just a plank of wood. The bells are, of different colors. There's media now. There's yes, online scoring, right? There's a scoreboard. There's a side screen. Stagger. I don't know if I could finish. If I could finish, but if I could see you just smiling, yes, all those things, yes, how would it have motivated you, Taga? Yes, 80 for 4 in the 14th over, 27 runs to go with 36 balls in hand.
Yeah, I don't know, Martin. We may be old, but we are not so that old to the point. At least let's not depict our era to be extremely to the level. But yeah, look, again, there are some aspects that are, of course, hitting the right notes there, because when we look at where we came from and what we are seeing here. First of all, we didn't have a lot of white ball cricket. Back in the days, it was mainly the red ball. Actually, seeing a white ball was a bit of we're wondering what's happening. Is it tennis balls that they're bringing us to play? So a lot of that was more of red ball cricket. So the traditional attire, of course, was white. So even when we started playing the white ball cricket and getting the feel of it and how it's moving, we stuck a bit on there. It was a bit on staying with the white clothing as well, because first of all, the luxury of having to change colors, even the white was a bit of a challenge. So now telling us to change, even with the advent of the white ball, it was a challenge, because we are still getting used to having even our own clothes, white, and then you're telling us to come and change and play. Oh, another wicket goes down. Oh, that was a good delivery. So it is not something that even today, yes, when we look at all these things and teams coming out with all these flashy, I told one of my colleagues the other day, and I said, I wish I could rewind maybe 20, 30 years ago, cut off 30 years, so I can enjoy all what's happening. I'm seeing all these. Today I would be maybe playing the first game in white and the next game in green and the next game in yellow. The luxury is all there, and it makes the game very interesting. But for us, it was no. We were sticking to the white, even the pads. Even like when we played. I remember one of the games we had during the white game tournaments. The first ones we played. It was the umpires were struggling to choose where either to send us off, because all of us were in white, and they had actually sent the administrative requirements that since we are playing one game cricket, please look for colours, and none of the teams could afford the colours. So we said, okay, you either have no tournament or you let us play without white, because So it was hard, but looking at what's happening, looking at how how beautiful, how lively the games are. I mean, the dressing code is. It's just inspirational. I could I could get used to this, because even after all these years, I'm still not used to that. Various teams have come up with flashy ways of dressing their teams, but even not just the dressing, but the play, even the stroke play that comes with these T20 games. People have more daring, all these scoops, all these, they were not something that were very used to back in the day when we were playing. We are more sticking to the basics, but these games today, you saw one of the Tanzanian batsmen. What the pull they did, it's not one of those conventional shots, and it's good when it comes off. People are more daring. So the way they are dressed, even the way they are more daring with their stroke play and the expressions of them, the cricket game. So it's quite interesting. But yeah, hopefully now that I also have been able to also take part in the T20s, it's very good. The other day I also got one of the flashiest shoes. Does not take me off, but it's something very interesting.
Yeah, thank you, Taga. Thank you, Taga. That was very, very good brief. They say, yes, waliovuma zilizopendwa in Kiswahili. There's always a history. There's always a history in anything good. And when you look at the history, that is the past. And if you look at the present, it is happening. And if you look at the future, it's coming. And that's what it is. 87 for 5. This is the 16th over running. Huda on 12th. Oh, Pacey there. The ball being slashed. Pulled down for 4. Pulled down for 4. The Tanzanians, anything short, they are ready to pounce. Anything up, they go up. And this time, you don't need that. You have to stop every single run. Every single run. Evelyn not doing a very, very good clearance there. The Ugandans need to be a little bit more sharper if they have to win this game. They have to be a little bit more sharper, stopping the boundaries, stopping the twos as well, just keeping them to 1. Wow. The Tanzanian looking at every opportunity to get a single. 20 runs needed. I just also want to congratulate all the viewers. Today we've hit a mark of 2,993 viewers on this game. The live viewers are 660. Thank you very much for your support out there and keeping us going. Cricket is a lovable game. If you don't have it, you look for it. It's 9 runs from 25 balls with 5 wickets to go or 5 wickets in hand.
महारथी जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे।
इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Janet to come. What a single from point. Tanzanians look very, very good. They're taking singles. A runner ball at all time. They've managed to rotate the strike. It's, of course, right from the start until now. It's 8 runs, 23 balls. And the viewership is continuing to 3,033. Wow. It's a hit on the boundary. Clean pick and throw back to the bowler. And that is what Uganda needs. It's important that they keep their calm. This game can change. A cricket game is never won until it's over. Well ball there, Janet. That line is a very, very difficult line, and if you keep your line and if you keep your cool, it is important that they hit their good areas. It's still possible. Anything is possible in this world. Just holding your nerve. 7 runs in 22 balls. The game is not over. Anything can happen. Don't leave your seat. Add your data, because in the afternoon game, Botswana is playing Nigeria. What a game to come. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants a piece of that cake. Everybody wants to win this tournament. Ball scooped up. Good cleaning up there from the boundary. Very, very good to see there. 18 ball. Tanzania need 5 runs in 18 balls. Coming into ball is Konsi Aweko. Huda 23 of 15 balls. Zakayo 3 of 3. The ball is hit to the boundary, and there's a misfield again to the boundary for 4 runs. Ugandans are letting themselves down here with their fielding. The bowlers are doing their best, but the fielders are not backing the ball. The fielders are not backing the bowling. Ball has been lashed to the boundary. One run. Game is tie. That's very, very good pick and throw there from Janet, and well collected there by the keeper. The Tanzanians have rotated the strike very, very well from the beginning to the end, and their batters have taken responsibility. And with that run, marks the end of the game. Tanzania win with 5 wickets in hand, chasing the score down in 17.3 overs. Tanzania sailing home with 15 balls to spare. Thank you very much, viewers. Thank you very much for everyone who tuned in to follow this game. Keep up with the support and the following game coming up, Botswana versus Nigeria. Don't miss the show. Congratulations to Tanzania and hand luck to Team Uganda, who has given a spirited fight on this game. Thank you very much.